Hey y'all, it's me, no filters, no AI twin, it's just me. I wanted to get on here to talk to y'all about two things. The first thing is the book. The book. You can get it on Amazon for $17.99. And please, 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 if you've already read it, please write a review for me. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'm running through this fast because I know people don't like to sit and watch long videos. So there's the journal that you can get. It's hardback. And then one of the most important things actually is the workbook. And the workbook is going to help you understand the book better because it asks thought-provoking questions, and I will be going through and answering them for you chapter by chapter once I give everyone a little time to purchase the book and then purchase the workbook as well. So I will also be reading live chapter by chapter and then going through the workbook questions. All right, enough of the book stuff. I want you guys to know that there is getting ready to be a reformation. And when I talk about reformation, I mean like reformation like Martin Luther Reformation. So there's going to be a separation of church and a separation between church and spirit. And when I say that, I mean like by God is getting ready to pull his people out of the church and direct them towards spiritual alignment. And when I say spiritual alignment, I mean connection with him and basically the kingdom within them. So I know there are a lot of you who have already discussed with me personally about how you feel like the church isn't enough for you anymore, or you're not fulfilling your purpose or not doing what you're called to do in the church, and you feel this tug for or desire for something more. And I am here to help you with that. I can help you with that. And I am actually starting to do coaching sessions to help you navigate the exit from religion or the traditional church to a spiritual reality with Christ. And that's into like divine encounters, being able to hear God more clearly, understanding what it is that he really wants you to know about him and who he is and Jesus and so forth, okay? It's a lonely road, especially because it's a road less traveled. And when I went through it, I felt alone. I had no one to talk to. Nobody could understand me. People thought I was crazy when I would tell them things that I could see or things that I could hear or all the things that God was saying about the church. And so it's like, it was a hard, long road. And it's been about 7 years. And I've lost a lot of friends in the process, friends that were, I guess, stuck in the religious aspect of church and faith, and I guess they weren't open-minded. So they were blocked off basically to what God is really and truly saying, because they are stuck on what they've been taught. They're stuck on what they believe is God or his spirit speaking. So, I mean, and I can't blame them for that, because I've been stuck there all my life until about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Even in my awakening process, I still believed in the church and what the church taught and all those things. And I'm not gonna lie, some of that foundation, like the core of Jesus and who he is and who he was, that will never change for me. And in that, there's still so much more to that Christians in the church, or that the church is not teaching. And so I want to help you navigate, or to guide you or coach you through understanding who Jesus was and his relation to God, which we all know is Jesus was God's son, or him, God in the flesh. So we know that. But his purpose here for us is not exactly what the church taught, the traditional church teaches. So I would like to help you or coach you. I am offering coaching sessions, and it's by application. All you have to do is apply, fill out the form that is in the application, and that will give me an idea of where you are spiritually, where you're wanting to go. It may even give me an idea of what your purpose might be, what you're needing, what steps you're needing to take to walk the spiritual path versus the religious learned path. Because you can learn about Jesus, you can learn about faith, you can learn about God and all those things, but learning is one thing, but knowing is another. And knowing God, having a relationship with him where he actually talks back to you. And I'm not talking about like the talking back, like their circumstances or situations. And I've heard people say so many times, oh, I know God is real because he did this for me. And I could have been dead a long time ago, but he saved me from this and that. No, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, that may very well have been God, but I'm talking about where he really, truly like talks to you like I'm talking to you right now. I'm not talking about video. I'm talking about like really, really talking to you. And there's so many people that feel like or don't know that God really talks like I'm talking right now. So I want to help guide you or get you to that place spiritually. And in order to do that, you have to take the first step. And the first step is opening your mind and understanding that there's so much more than what you have, what you've been taught. And in doing so, you will have to, I don't want to say denounce, but you will have to like unlearn some of those things. You have to let go so that God can rebuild your knowledge base and rebuild the truth that he has been wanting to teach all along. And I don't want to get too much into it, and I don't want to steer people away here, but I do want you to know that God is pulling people away from the church because the church has been lying to us for so long. And if you scroll right here, I get it. That means you're not ready, okay? But for those of you who are still here and you are ready, I do want you to know that the church has been telling people that all they have to do to be saved is to believe that Jesus Christ is their Lord and Savior and accept him and all that yada, yada, yada. That's not it. That's a lie. That there's so much more to that. But in order to get to that place to where you are able to understand that, you have to open your mind and your heart and your spirit to God. So not everybody knows how to do that. There's a lot of sacrificing. There's things that you have to walk away from. There is a place that you have to get to in your spirit so that God can speak to you and begin to download those things and develop a relationship with you. So in order to get to that place, some people need guidance or some people need help making that first step. I'm not God. I'm not the one that opens the invitation to the spiritual realm. It's God. So all I can do is help prepare you in the flesh so that you will be open in the spirit when God comes to you. So anyway, if you're wanting to get there, then contact me. You can contact me at contact@kingdomamalgamate.com or coaching@kingdomamalgamate.com. You can message me here. You can go to the website. That'll give you more information as well. I'm open to chat with you to see where you are spiritually and to answer any questions that you may have regarding the spiritual awakening process. And I don't want you to be scared about spiritual awakening, because I know some people talk about like yoga and chakras and shaman and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm not talking about any of that. I do have a Christian-based Christian foundation, but I am not Christian. In so many words, I don't believe in the traditional Christian aspect or faith or any of that anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. And I am open to discussing that. I am open to discussing why I left the church, why I am who I am today. I mean, I'm open book, transparent. I don't have anything to hide anymore. I have told the Lord that I am willing to be bold and walk in His truth and express His truth and love and all of that stuff. So, if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out. Like I said, coaching sessions. Basic is $99 a session. That's for an hour session. The first session is $49. I am willing to, go off. I mean, I'm willing to change that or negotiate with you based on your circumstances, what you're needing, that type of thing. Only reason I'm even charging for my sessions is because I am taking time from my family and different things like that so that I can help you. And that's just to compensate me for my time, to compensate me for the time that I could be working a 9 to 5, I guess you could say. So I would much rather help you and make money from helping you than working, I don't know, at Walmart or something, building Walmart's empire. So that's why I charge for my sessions. If you have a special circumstance where you need help and you aren't able to pay, then just inbox me. I mean, I am here. It's my calling. It's who I am. It's my purpose. Is to help you and help guide you away from religion and into the spirit. So if I have to do that for free, I'm willing to do that, because I want to help you and I want to see people grow. I want to see people's lives changed, and I want to see people saved. So that's where we are. Just inbox me. And I love you guys, and thank you so much for even sticking through it this long. And hopefully I'll be able to talk to you and help you soon.